Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on AMD. Ticker is also AMD. Here's a look at what it's done over the last year, up over 32%. Last 3 months, up over 42.5%. So great last 3 months, 18.95% in the last month, and up over 10%, almost 11 in the last week, and actually down today. So all of them are up except today. So this is AMD. If you don't know what they are, they're a semiconductor business. Feel free to pause and go over the rest. Been around since 1969, 101.91 million shares being traded, and $136 billion market cap. Here's a look at the ratings, 59% ratings, or 59% buy on the ratings, and here's a look at their earnings. So last estimated 54 cents per share, and they hit 63 cents per share. So excellent on the earnings, good growth company over the last year or two. And like I said, I've made videos about them in the past. I'll link those in the description as well. AMD investors may want to wait out the short-term volatility. This is just dated on the 3rd. So investors who held AMD shares for the last 5 years gained 1,526%. So just think if you'd had your full portfolio in there, you'd who knows how much you'd have, depending on how many shares you would have had. But it's also good to see the share price up over 38% over the last quarter. The company reported its fiscal results recently, and you can catch up on the latest numbers by reading the company report there. Stock returns are a reflection of the profits now and the potential profits in the future. So we will take a look at how good of a profit-making machine is AMD. By comparing earnings on EPS and share price changes over time, we can get a feel how investor attitudes to a company have morphed over time. During the last half decade, AMD became profitable. That kind of transition can be an inflection point that justifies a strong share price gain, just as we have seen here. Since the company was unprofitable 5 years ago, but not 3 years ago, it's worth taking a look at, and the returns in the past 3 years too. And so, very profitable company here in the last couple years, and the stock price has definitely shown that here as of recently. Here you can see in 2020, and then the latter part of, well, even the middle of 2020, it just starts taking off here towards the end, of course. And so very great growth on this particular company. So as I've told you in the past, I hold more Intel than what I do AMD. AMD stock scores a 6th straight record high as more data shows gains against Intel, and this is just 1 day ago. So here it shows Intel and AMD. AMD shares closed at a 6th consecutive record high on Wednesday, following continuing indications that the chip maker is taking market share away from the larger rival Intel Corp. And so they've been kind of a battle here in the last year or so. So what I say is just, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice, but I just say own them both. So, and whichever one you like better, own more of that one, however you want to do it. So AMD shares closed up 5.5% at the record at 118.77 on Wednesday, after carving out a new intraday high of 122.49. Shares closed at the then record of $112.56 on Tuesday. Coincidentally, AMD streak began on July 28th, the day after the company said it expected stronger data center sales in the second half of the year, even as quarterly sales nearly tripled from those of a year ago, and hiked its revenue forecast to a 60% gain for the year. Since then, shares have rallied as much as 35%, while Intel shares have closed down 0.3%. Wednesday have gained 1% since July 28th, and Additionally, the semiconductor index closed at its fourth record high in a row of 3,436.90, having finished at 3,396.66 on Tuesday. Chip stocks have been very popular amid a global shortage of semiconductors that had pushed prices up. And so I'm just going to slowly scroll through the rest of the information. Again, you can find this on MSN Money. What Advanced Micro Devices Incorporated, AMD, 25% share price gain is not telling you. Despite an already long run of AMD, shares have been powering on with a gain of 25% in the last 30 days. The last 30 days bring an annual gain very sharp 39%. After such a large jump in price, AMD price to earnings, or PE, a ratio of 41.7, might make it look like a strong sell right now compared to the market in the United States. And so looks kind of just as it says here, so large jump in price, but a lot of people hold this one, and so if you believe in the company, you just have to hold it and do what's right. And here it kind of shows the PE ratio, and again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice, so you'd have to figure that out on your own. So AMD shares climb 25%, but its business is yet to catch up. Shares have continued their recent momentum with a 25% gain in the last month alone. Looking back a bit further, it's encouraging to see the stock is up 39% in the last year since its price surged higher, given close to the half of the companies in the United States have price to earnings. With 17 times, you may consider AMD as a stock to avoid entirely, although it's not wise to take the PE at face value, and there may have been an explanation why it's so lofty. So if you take the PE into consideration, you just have to figure out if you want to purchase AMD or not. Robinhood remains top Wall Street bets and interest by far as stock surges 50%. AMD, AMC, Moderna, other top trends. And I'm going to be doing a video on Robinhood, so you can watch that to come out here shortly. And since we're talking about AMD, this shows the exchange-traded fund of the SPY having attracted 540 and 297 mentions. And so we're just going to scroll through this information and see what we can find here on AMD. It's talking about a couple different stocks there, so and moving on over here to Reddit. Just announced Stream Deck PC mobile handheld powered by AMD starts at $499 Canadian. OG AMD OG tickers thread 483. Not any information in there relevant to us. Currently at 112.35 over here on StockTwits, and low of $72.50, high of $122.49. And see if there's any other information in here. Real price will come out soon. Follow price targets. Dump my calls at open. So if you have an option on this one, that would be interesting to know as well. Or if you have any other favorite semiconductor plays out there, you can put that in the comments as well. Over here to tip ranks, currently at 112.35, and this is showing a moderate buy. Out of 17 analysts showed 12 at a buy, and that's kind of amazing. Almost a 4% downside to 107.93 as opposed to what it's at right now of 112.35. So you might want to do an option where it's going down, but like I said, if you do an option, go ahead and leave that in the comments. And this is showing a high of 150 and a low of 70. If you have AMD, go ahead and list that in the comments along with your cost basis, any other information that you might have in regards to AMD that we can share. And if you haven't smashed the like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.